Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's Brown to begin the drive.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Arch Madness. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds his man. It's Coleman. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Booster, play, switch, Q. Slot. Where did he go?
Throwing Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Manning. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense won.
Headed outside, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Ready.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Go.
Here's Arch to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Townsend. Right down the gut of the field. And he scores! Touchdown, Longhorns!
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throwing, say it, unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
One final play before the end of the quarter. down to begin the drive. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun.
Break. It's all over. Rapid. Sweep. Q.
Might be changing the route.
Flash. Ready, go.
Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Looking for the edge, it's Jackson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country. Lined
up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Saying. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. On the move, it Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, Manning. Rushes on him. And he never had a chance. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense.
Here we go. Ready. Slides. Return. Slide. Tip. Go.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from the 42. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. Throws to the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. just needs a crack to get a return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to change this route. Arch is going to throw for it. He's taking the shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Return. Hey. Move. Squid.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long.
Hey, move. Q. Where did he go?
Manning. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And I feel like that was predetermined. Like, they told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. On 3rd down, here's Brown. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you...
Here's a little room there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Sayin, firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
Snags it, and he's open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Spider over! Spider over! Where did he go?
A give to Brown. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Go!
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for space, it's West. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Makes the catch. Made a defender miss. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. The hand to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So the defense sets them up with an interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
To the ground. He's got it again. Makes it past the marker. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19.
Spade up, spade up.
On the ground, it's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Zayin unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
To throw, it's Zayin. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Texas. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Corner's going to give them room. Say it. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. Reels it in down the left side. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Throwing, say it. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Again, it's Zayin. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Zayin to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Looking for space. It's Smothers. Finding some room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football.
Going for the big play. Upstairs, he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cross. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's taking a deep shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror.